Let's attack. Do this. Meld. Let's go. Deal 3 damage. Discard 2 cards. We do get to drain 2 when we attack from Mishra. And this is exactly lethal on board going to 7. And they scoop it up. Mishra beats Urza. What's up, Jamers? It's TheOneJame, and today we are playing Gix Meld. We are going to be melding Phyrexian Dragon Engine with Mishra, claimed by Gix for the new set of the Brothers War, and we are going to be attacking them with a 9/9 Mishra lost to Phyrexia. If you haven't melded this before, oh my goodness, you are missing out. It's a legendary artifact creature, Phyrexian Artificer. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, choose 3. Target opponent discards 2 cards. Mishra deals 3 damage to any target. Destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control gain menace and trample until end of turn. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn, or create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens. This card is absolutely bonkers, and every time you meld with this, you literally automatically win the game. So, what is our other game plan outside of melding Mishra with Phyrexian Dragon Engine? This card, if you don't know what it already does, it's a 2/2 double strike. When it enters the battlefield from your graveyard, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards, and it has Unearth for 3 and double red. This card is absolutely bananas, even if you don't meld it with Mishra. Well, we're also going to be playing an aggressively slanted game plan using Gix Yawgmoth Praetor as a 3-mana 3/3. Whenever a creature deals damage to one of your opponents, its controller may pay 1 life if they do draw a card. That includes every single creature that attacks. So you would play Evolve Sleeper on turn 1, a creature like Tainted Adversary, Tenacious Underdog, or Bloodtithe Harvester on turn 2, and then turn 3 cast Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. You get to draw 2 cards if Evolve Sleeper and one of your other creatures deal combat damage, which is absolutely bonkers. Also, you can pay 4 and triple black for 7 mana to discard X cards, exile the top X card of target opponent's library. You may play lands and cast spells from among them without paying their mana costs. And just hopefully you don't hit a bunch of lands. I've discarded like 3 underdogs from this, from my hand, and then cast 3 spells off the opponent's library without paying its mana cost. Anyways, I hope you like this deck. It's awesome. Let's go ahead and get into the matches and see if we can meld Phyrexian Dragon Engine with Mishra claimed by Gix to make Mishra lost to Phyrexia. And it all starts right now. Tainted Adversary comes down. Maybe it gets cut down. Maybe it doesn't. It does not. Okay. Razor Lash Transmigrant. This is a 2-mana 3/1. It can't block. Return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. It costs 4 less to activate, and opponent controls 4 more non-basic lands. Well, good thing I have a lot of basic lands in this deck. I don't know if I should cut this down. Like, I probably shouldn't because it can't block anyway. I would like another swamp, but here we are. Do we ever block this? Like, no, right? That's a Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. We can't cut that down, but we do have a Phyrexian Dragon Engine. This does have Death Touch, so that's good. It has menace, so I don't really want to block this anyway. Let's get it in with the Tainted Adversary. Actually, it doesn't even make too much sense to attack because they're going to gain 3 life on the backswing anyway. Maybe there's just a mono black artifact aggro. Mishra's Foundry in there. We could just first strike block this. Maybe they didn't catch that. Maybe they just want to bring it back out of the graveyard. It does cost double black, and 4 more non-basic lands is pretty easy to do, unless your opponent's playing a 2-color deck with a bunch of basics like I am. Evolve Sleeper, well, they're going to evolve faster than I will because I only have 1 right now. Here we go, here's the other one. So the question is, are we going Mishra or are we cutting something down? I think we should go Mishra. And if we swing in with the Dragon Engine, they do evolve the Sleeper past the point of this being on the board. So maybe I don't attack with the Dragon Engine. Basically, I'm trading Dragon Engine for Sleeper and losing the ability to meld next turn. But I think I am doing this because it does drain 2, and if they do that, they lose the Sleeper. And if I draw any untapped land, I can play the Phyrexian Dragon Engine anyway. So I think I'm okay with using all of their mana and trading Sleeper for Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Oh wow, we're just going to Death Touch each other. Maybe they didn't realize my card also had Death Touch. Hopefully they just play Invoke Despair. I've never hoped my opponent played Invoke Despair before, but here we are. Infernal Grasp Mishra. Okay, I have another one. That's good. Another Flesh Gorge. That's a lot of lifelink. Another Dragon Engine. Am I trading Dragon Engine with Flesh Gorger? Probably. I can't block it anyway. Gain a little life. And then if I draw an untapped land, I can just cast it back out of the graveyard. Discard the other Dragon Engine, draw some cards, and see if we can meld. Invoke Despair, that's going to be discarding this. If we draw an untapped land, we almost win the game on the spot. So let's go ahead and draw an untapped land. Please, deck. Please, deck. Cult Conscript, that comes in tapped. Please, untap land right now. Let's go! Alright, let's go. Phyrexian Dragon Engine comes down. Let's discard our hand, I think, because none of these are removal spells besides this, and we really want to get rid of this Flesh Gorger. I think. But the problem is, these are probably better than lands. Let's go ahead and do it anyway, because I want to discard Phyrexian Dragon Engine regardless. That is a lot of lands. Let's attack. Do this. Meld. Let's go. Deal 3 damage. Discard 2 cards. Creatures I don't control get -1/-1. Target one discards 2 cards, deal 3 damage to any target. Flesh Gorger will take that action, paying 3 life. I'm at 6. They discarded 2. Another Invoke Despair. Deal 9. Oh my goodness. Does this come back with haste or anything? Nope. It just comes in with a +1/+1 counter on it. It costs 6 mana to bring it back, though. Oh my goodness. Bring Razorlash back as a 4/2 land. Phyrexian Dragon Engine again. Discard my hand, draw 3. Oh my goodness, it's happening. Play Evolve Sleeper. Do this. Deal 3, Menace, doesn't really matter. Discard 2 cards, whatever. GG's, let's go. Wow! Alright, we have Evolve Sleeper, Blood Tithe Harvester, Go for the Throat, Gix, let's go this, Evolve Sleeper, and we have a curve. Yotian Frontliner. We are playing against the scary deck. The blue-white soldiers. Let's get this down. And do we want a Blood Tithe Harvester? I think we want a Blood Tithe Harvester because they're likely to attack. They're likely to attack, and we can play our Gix and start drawing some cards. That is a Brutal Cathar. That is brutal. That is brutal. Okay, that is a 2/2. That gives it a +1/+1. That's pretty good. That's a cut down. So we can Go for the Throat and cut down. So I think we are going to go for the throat on Valiant Veteran, maybe? Yeah, let's go for the throat Valiant Veteran to kind of disguise our cut down here that we already have in hand. Let's go ahead and pass. And then hopefully we can cut down Brutal Cathar and get our 3-2 back. Another veteran, so we have to cut down now, which is fine. Alright, here we go. Frontliner probably attacks anyway. But we will get to kill the veteran and play Yawgmoth and attack with our sleeper and draw a card. So we'll see if we can do that. They choose not to attack, which is pretty smart by them, I think. Let's go ahead and kill the Valiant Veteran. Make sure that that doesn't stay on the board for a long period of time. Let's go ahead and do Untapped Land, Gix, keeping a mana open for Evolve Sleeper. So that if they choose to block, we can pump it up. Let's pump it up anyway. Draw that card, take a damage. We do have to take a damage, unfortunately, but we are in a pretty good spot with Gix on the battlefield, drawing cards with Sleeper. Sleeper's going to be a Death Toucher next turn. That's a Thalia. Good thing we can pay for that with Fable the Mirror Breaker, with how much lands we have currently. 2 Yotian Frontliners. Another Fable? Oh my goodness. Okay, well this isn't that great for us. I think we should probably just attack with both of these, but they probably just don't block. We do get to draw 2 cards, which could include a removal spell. I think we should just attack with the Sleeper only to keep the 3/3 back, because it blocks Thalia very nicely. If they choose to block with Thalia, we can do something about that. All right, this goes in. We don't pump it because we just want to see what we draw here. Another land. That's not good, but what is good is the fact we do get to discard both of these lands to Fable of the Mirror Breaker next turn. I think we should play a land out, though, just to make them think we have something to do, which we technically do in sacrificing this blood token. We can't use Cut Down because they have Thalia, but they also can't play Wandering Emperor either. They have a Harbin Vanguard Aviator. It's a 2-mana 3/2 flyer. Whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures get +1/+1 and flying. That's really scary. We're going to see if we can meld Mishra, but we don't have one yet. Lay Down Arms. They have 2 planes. I can exile this one. We're going to gain 3 life. And then we'll see, the Yotian Frontliners are going to increase the power of Thalia. And we are going to block one of the Yotian Frontliners. Question here is, are we using a... I'm just going to do this. We're going to discard a Mountain. See what we draw here. Tainted Adversary, not bad. We're going to take 5 damage here, go down to 8. This is a flyer, which is unfortunate. Let's draw something good. Discard up to 2 cards, draw that many. Tainted Adversary is pretty good against the Thalia, but it's going to be a 3/2. Do we need Fables anymore, actually? I kind of just want... Do we want Tainted Adversary? I mean, it is a Death Toucher. But it doesn't actually deal with the board, and I kind of want to deal with the board before this Valiant Veteran goes crazy if they draw an Unsap land. Yotian Frontliner also has Unearth, so there are things that are going to be pretty big. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of them. That is a Mishra! Okay. What I think we should do is cast Shieldred this turn. And then we can even attack with both of these and draw extra cards from Shieldred. And I don't really care if they block Gix, because we'll still draw a card if they do. If they don't block this, we'll draw 2 cards and gain 4 life and lose 2 life, so we'll gain 2 life in the process, going to 10 life if they don't block. So we're putting our opponent into an interesting situation. We also have the blood token to discard the other Fable of the Mirror Breaker to gain 2 more life, take action, gain 2 life. Oh my goodness, we get to discard the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, play a land. We also get to play the Sleeper. And we also get to discard the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, like I just said. Maybe we can meld this game. Recruitment Officer. That thing can pay 4 mana to get 3 or less from among the top of their library. Looks like our opponent is in a very awkward spot. We're going to gain 2 more life going to 12. Opponent? Thinking? Okay. Thinking some more. Attacking with the flyer. Sure, I will go to 7. They are looking for that last land to go with their Valiant Veteran from the graveyard. Let's go up to 9 life, discarding Phyrexian Dragon Engine. And we're probably going to play Mishra next turn. That's a cut down. So perfect. The plan is coming together. So we have 6 mana total, so we can go Mishra and cut down. Let's go ahead and attack with just these. We do get to drain 2 when we attack from Mishra, and this is exactly lethal on board going to 7. Chump, block. Down to 4. Let's draw a card since we dealt combat damage. That's a Tenacious Underdog. Then we get to hold up cut down for one of these things, but if they draw a land, that's going to be a little bit tough for us. So let's just kill the Harbin right now. This game is going great. And they scoop. We didn't get to meld, but we did it to destroy them in the process. Spring's Sleeper. And then next turn we will go ahead and evolve the Sleeper. Nope. We are not going to evolve the Sleeper. We are going to play our Blood Tithe Harvester. That is a deserted beach, so technically could be soldiers, but also could be the big bad blue-white control. Could be melding Urza on the other side of the battlefield. It would be a nice Urza Mishra battle. But this is a Power Stone Engineer. When a Power Stone Engineer dies, make a tapped Power Stone. Still could be that deck. I really don't want to use Blood Tithe Harvester on it, so I think I'm just gonna cut down this. They're gonna make a Power Stone token, which kind of sucks for me. Let's go ahead and evolve the Sleeper. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll discard Phyrexian Dragon Engine to the Blood token and hope to draw a Mishra, or we'll just discard the Haunted Ridge and play the Phyrexian Dragon Engine as a 2/2 double strike. One more land. Oh, that's not an Urza. But it is making me real annoyed. Let's go ahead and discard a land. I really want to discard this Dragon Engine. And also this kills this anyway, which is really bad for me. I think I have to kill this with Blood Tithe Harvester, which makes me real sad. And then I think I just have to play this out as a 2/2 because we need to put the pressure on. I didn't want to discard the land because I felt like we needed another piece of pressure here to pressure our opponent before they kill us with Urza. We could see a Mightstone and Weakstone here killing our Evolve Sleeper. But if the Mightstone Weakstone kills our Dragon Engine, that's really good for us. Since we can bring it out from the graveyard and draw 3 cards. Here it is. The exact thing we thought was going to happen. They're going to kill our Sleeper. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do this. Discarding our Haunted Ridge and see if we draw a... That's another Sleeper. Also a Go for the Throat. We're not out of it yet. They're down to 8. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. And then we can also grow it some more if we don't need to use Go for the Throat. Hopefully they don't have another Mightstone Weakstone, and hopefully they don't meld. That's Teferi. They can tap the Mightstone and Weakstone, and then they can untap it. Am I allowed to be scared here? Am I allowed to be scared? Alright, let's see what they have here. A Power Stone Engineer again. Are we going for this Throat of this? I mean, this might I might need to keep Go for the Throat for Urza when they meld it, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve the Sleeper. That's a land, which is actually good for me, since we can draw a card from Sleeper and use Go for the Throat. They're kind of forced to block this, which is okay for me, I guess. Powerstone Engineer. Did not think this card would be playable, but it is doing some work here. Let's go ahead and do this so we can draw another card. That's a Mishra! Alright, Teferi goes down to 1, which means Teferi can't -2 to look for a new card. Another land, that's pretty good for us. Let's hope there's no Farewell. That's an Urza! Oh no, they can meld it. But we have Go for the Throat to kill the Urza in response. Let's hope they don't have a negate to protect it. It's looking like they might have it. Can they do this at instant speed? Oh, activate only as a sorcery. But I should let them do it. Let them pay the mana first. Cross your fingers. It worked. Let's go. Alright, let's go for this. Okay. Drain for 2. Kill the Teferi. Attack them for 4. On you, opponent. Please don't have Farewell. And they scoop it up. Mishra beats Urza. Alright, Land of All Sleeper. Strangle. Why'd you have to strangle my Evolve Sleeper like that? Alright, here we go. Tenacious Underdog. Land, attack, Jeskai. Which guy? Jeskai. End turn. They're just gonna pass it up. Okay. Tainted Adversary. We're gonna have to watch out for a Sweeper. And or Wandering Emperor. Faithful Mending. Oh no, I know what they're doing. They're going to discard a 9-drop. Portal to Phyrexia. They discarded Arcane Bombardment that they're going to bring back with Repair and Recharge. Oh, that's an interesting one. I think we should play... Do we play Tainted Adversary or do we not play Tainted Adversary? They could just go Land Sweeper. And in that case, I don't. And we have a 2-turn clock with Tenacious Underdog anyway. Or like Land Wandering Emperor. That land is actually super good for us. But because we can use Tainted Adversary to make other things. That's not a Wandering Emperor. Okay. They're gonna gain 2 life from this, so it's not technically a 2-turn clock. So let's go ahead and do this and hope they don't have a Sweeper. They can't cast... Okay. They cannot cast Farewell next turn, so they have to have the 4-mana Sweeper. They discarded Portal and Arcane Bombardment. This plays around Portal as well because it makes 2 2/2s. Even if they get the Portal back from a copy of Repair and Recharge, bringing it back, they can't get rid of one of the Tainted Adversaries and the Underdog, and they lose. Oh my gosh, I think we're going to win this. Sacrifice 3 creatures. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're going to take 9 from the Tenacious Underdog attacking, and we're going to win the game. After Portal to Phyrexia comes out, we're going to win the game because we cast our Tainted Adversary. Let's go. Alright, Sleeper on 1 should do the trick. Against the basic island. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's cast... We should probably just use the sleeper here. So I don't want to get my underdog syncopated. Let's go ahead and make them counter this. Because if we can use up all their counter spells, we can resolve all of this stuff, and this stuff's gonna win us the game, while Sleeper kills them. It's a Yawgmoth. I do want that to resolve. Which means I think I'm okay with Fable getting countered. And then next turn we can go evolve the Sleeper plus cast Tenacious Underdog. Hopefully they don't have a bounce spell. That's a Shieldred. That's a Fading Hope. Then let's go ahead and cast Tenacious Underdog here. Okay, that resolved pretty quickly. So what could they have here? Let's go ahead and use the Sleeper just in case they have another Essence Scatter. Then we can resolve Yawgmoth and start drawing cards. Oh. What? Okay, let's attack. Okay. Cast another Tenacious D. See if they counter that. That's the Essence Capture. They didn't use it on Sleeper, which is weird. Tolarian Terror. Okay, good thing our Evolved Sleeper can attack through that. I want to draw a 2-mana creature. That's not it. Let's see if they want to take this damage from Tolarian Terror. See if they want to block this. Because there's a good chance they don't block it because I could get Death Touch. Yep. And then we'll cast Mishra because we have 2. And if it gets countered, we have another one. Did not get countered. Interesting. Another Tolarian Terror. If I double block this Terror, I lose my Mishra. Let's just single block it. Alright, that 2-drop creature is really good because it lets me burn them for 1 with Evolved Sleeper attacking with the Mishra Claim by Gix ability. Going to 10, and they probably don't block. And then I think I might just cast Shieldred. No, I think I'm doing this and casting Underdog so I can chump again. It doesn't seem like they have any more counter spells. Thirst for Discovery is a really strong top deck. This is the scary point in the game against Mono Blue. When you have to start blocking. Whoa, they discarded Spell Pierce and Essence Scatter. Casting a Delver of Secrets. That means they don't have a counterspell up unless they play a mana. I guess they could have a Spell Pierce. Do we take 5? Can we kill them? Let's take it. And they might have a bounce spell. There's a Dragon Engine. If we do attack with everything and nothing gets bounced, they go to 4. All right, let's see what happens here. If they have a bounce spell, they have to use it now. No bounce spell. Go to 4. So they lose if I just play Shieldred. Okay, yep, now they're dead. Guaranteed dead. Down to 1. Cast our Great Shieldred. Draw a card. Do they have a bounce spell right now? They do not. Trigger death. Alright, here we go. Turn 1 Sleeper, turn 2 Blood Tithe, turn 3 Gix. Could actually cast the Adversary so it doesn't get removed. That extra 3 toughness helps a lot. Root Wire Amalgam. 2 mana, 2/3 prototype. Sacrifice it, make an XX Golem artifact where X is 3 times its power. So it makes a 6/6. It gains haste till end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. The other side makes a 15/15 haste. Okay then. Let's go with Tainted Adversary or Blood Tithe Harvester. I think I'm going to go with Tainted Adversary because it's probably going to get blocked less when I attack with it with Gix on the battlefield if I want to cast Gix next turn. It is a 2 mana 2/3, so not bad. And a 5 mana 5/5. It is a mythic rare. Lightning Strike my adversary, that is bad for me. Alright, so I am going to get to attack with Sleeper with Gix on the battlefield. Here we go. Gix, Sleeper, draw a card. You do have to watch my life total. Cut down kills the Root Wire Amalgam, so that's good. They missed a land drop. Kumano, that's not a creature. Looking at our Gix all menacingly. Opponent missing a land drop is pretty bad for them. Now we get to go ahead and go cut down on Root Wire Amalgam. Attack with these 2. Draw 2 cards. This is where Gix starts rolling. Who cares if we're drawing lands, you know? Who needs spells when you have lands? Just cast them all. It's a Kerplusen Forest hitting that land drop. Reckless Stormseeker as a 3/4. Alright, if I draw... my outs are Blood Tithe Harvester, another removal spell. That's not it. We can attack with both Sleepers, right? We can actually attack with everything, because Blood Tithe Harvester can kill Reckless Stormseeker if I do... Yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and do this attack with everything. Out. It's not the Blood Tithe Harvester. They block the Gix because they kind of have to. I draw 2 cards. And then I also get to kill the Stormseeker. Take action. Another Gix. Oh my gosh, my opponent's going to be so upset. Here we go. I have 5 mana remaining. So, I guess it's Shieldred time? And I think we're discarding Phyrexian Dragon Engine. And they scoop! That's the value of Gix right there. Look at these sleeves. That's a basic plains. It's been a while since I've seen a basic plains on the other side of the battlefield. That is an Otawara. We probably get countered. I don't want to get countered. I'm okay with getting Mishra countered, though, because I have another one. See, they had it the whole time. But making your opponent's play off curve is pretty good. The one time I had multiple go for the throats, my opponent's not even playing Shieldred. Alright, this plays around Make Disappear. March or Otherworldly Light. Okay. That's a Dragon Engine. Here we go. Play around, Make Disappear, hold up, go for the throat. Thirst for Discovery, oh wow. They're playing that deck. They did not discard the Mega Artifact, so that's good for us. Urza. Okay, go for the throat and stop them from melding. They can negate this, or Make Disappear it. Consider. At least we get our Dragon Engine off. It's a Tenacious Underdog. I have 6 mana available. They could have Farewell next turn. I think I just want to draw a card and cast the Dragon Engine. Or do I just cast both underdogs? Probably just Dragon Engine, actually. Opponent's thirsty. Well, that's kind of good for me. Four, 5, 6 mana. I really want to bring back my Dragon Engine, but I can't do anything else if I do. Let's draw a card first, see what happens. Sleeper. I want to leave the underdogs in my hand to potentially discard to Dragon Engine to draw 3. Depopulate. Opponent popping the depop. Draw Shelly. Surge Engine. Okay, we can go for the throat. We can't go for the throat that since it's an artifact. The opponent has to dump 4 mana into it to attack with a 5 as a 5/4 unblockable. Minus 1 weak stone, that gets rid of Shieldred. Okay. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? They did mistap their lands because they could They could have paid for Surge Engine to be a 5/4 with the blue source, but they didn't have a blue source left because they tapped 2 blue sources to cast My Soul Meekstone. Let's see. Let's attack them. Here. Sleeper. Hold up, go for the throat for if they try to meld with Urza. That's a 5/4. They can draw 3 cards right now, right? 6 mana, draw 3. Yep. Ow. Alright, let's grow the Sleeper twice and see if we can give a knockout blow with the Tenacious Underdog. This would be lethal. 7 mana available, so we can go Phyrexian Dragon Engine plus Underdog not blitzed, but Dragon Engine is more damage than Underdog anyway. Alright, let's see if we can do it. I'm not actually discarding my hand because we want Go for the Throat in case they try to meld Urza. Come on. Yes. Come on. Get in there. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go. Alright everyone, thank you for hanging out. Feel free to give a subscribe to this channel if you do want to see more standard best of 1 content like this. Thank you very much for being able to have this opportunity to Wizards of the Coast. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace.